Welcome back to Informed Sources. Tennessee's governor wants to give taxpayer money to private school families, but lawmakers in Nashville are divided on how to go about it. There are currently 3 different proposals being considered. The House packed its proposal with numerous other issues tied to public schools, like cheaper insurance for teachers and relatively few accountability measures. The Senate declined to say whether those were deal breakers, but suggested they wouldn't pass those measures.
My focus, and I hope the Education Committee's focus, has been on our bill and our legislation. We've been laser focused right now on that.
Our goal is to pass the House version of what we can get through committee, what that looks like. We think we're in a good spot with what we have.
Both the House and Senate bills are advancing in committee, but since there are several differences, both sides are likely heading to a conference committee to work out a compromise. So what will it take to get a deal done there?
Take the bill off notice.
You think that's going to happen?
I think that's a long shot.
Yeah,
seriously. But I think it's important to note that this is being pushed as parental choice. Parents being able to choose between a public school and a private school. However, it is not up to that parent whether that child gets in that school or not. It is completely 100% up to that private school to decide whether they're going to admit your child or not. And that's important for people to know, so that they're not being duped by the marketing and the spin that's being put on this legislation.
Technically, you don't really need your Democratic counterpoints to force a bill through. You have the majority there, the supermajority. But is that good politics to do that on an issue like this?
Well, I don't think that there's it's not, the Republican Party is not homogeneous with regards to what they feel about this issue. I voted against the voucher plan last year. I'm a former public school board member. And so I understand the reservations that people have about this program. I'm holding my cards close to my vest until I see what ultimately comes out of all these discussions, because it's frustrating to me, because I understand the arguments about public money going to private schools.
And is that where your argument would be?
Mainly because of the lesser accountability that's going to be there, and not lesser education necessarily, but the lesser measures, so we can't measure what's the same way that we're measuring public schools' performance are. I love the fact of what the House version of the bill does for well-performing districts. I wish that we could have those things without the voucher portion of it, but I'm not so sure that politically that's not the way it's structured. So what guys like me have got to decide, hey, would this help the districts in my community by lessening the restrictions that are on them? And does that balance out how do I feel about the option of this public money going to these private schools? Because I find it to be just a little bit where I get caught up and struggle with is that the private schools are being held up as an example, but yet they have no involvement from public entities. Public schools are created and policies set by the Tennessee General Assembly and the Tennessee Board of Education. And so if this is better than this, let's fix this. And so that's that's where I get stuck on this, and that's why I'm firmly uncommitted at this point.
When you talk about money, the people who would be getting this money do also pay taxes, so why shouldn't they be able to use their tax dollars to pay for the education they want and they seek?
Well, it's been shown that 60% in other states that have vouchers, 60% of the money that's gone to students have been gone to students that are already in private schools. So that's an offset for people that already have money to send their children to public school.
But only about 2,400 parents are taking advantage of this, or families. Is that a budget breaker?
Well, that's because we're in a pilot stage right now.
Okay.
And the performance has shown that they have not performed better. In Ohio, all of the vouchers that went to students performed under the public schools that they came from. And those are the numbers, right? And so it's interesting how this is being touted like this is the savior, especially to black and brown children, right? But this is the savior to education, and there has been nothing provided that says children perform better with vouchers.
Sounds like there are a lot of details to work out that we'll see if it even makes it to conference committee. So we'll be watching. Next, we'll have some final thoughts and an Informed Sources update. Stay with us.